All right, so it's fair to say we had a very controversial game between Aston Villa and Juventus in the UEFA Champions League last night. This game was drawn 0-0, but it possibly should have gone to Aston Villa. The victory coming very late on if the goal was given for Aston Villa, but it was not. So I'm going to go into why it was disallowed. I'm going to go into my thoughts about whether it should have been disallowed and just kind of go over the footage of what happened here. So unfortunately, guys, because of copyright and all that stuff, I can't actually show you the game. I'm sure you already realized that by now, but I do have it on my screen here. So I'm going to be the VAR for this and just basically watch the last stages of this match and just give my thoughts on what happened. So like I said, this is 0-0. We're in the 94th minute. We're past the 3 added on minutes at the end of the game. We're effectively last chance saloon for Aston Villa to be able to win this. I say that because Villa have won a free kick just on the other side of the halfway line in Juventus's half. The ball is floated into the area from there. Now the goalkeeper for Juventus does go up. He does try and get a catch on the ball to just end the game pretty much at that point, but he misjudges it. He lets go of the ball, he drops it, the ball falls to the feet of Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers turns, finishes, the crowd celebrates wildly, but Rogers doesn't really celebrate. He runs away, but he doesn't really go for it because he's not sure what's going on here. It sounds like the referee is going to disallow this goal because the Juventus players are appealing no end to the referee to disallow the goal. They're saying their goalkeeper's injured. The goalkeeper is down on the floor like a sack of taters. He's gone down like he's been shot. Now, if we look at the replay here, because they're just going to show the actual replay of the event, there's no problem in terms of offside. That's not the issue here. The goalkeeper goes up, like I said, he drops it. Rogers finishes the ball from there, but there's a really good angle. Here we go. This is the one here. There is contact between the goalkeeper and Diego Carlos, one of the outfield players for Aston Villa. Now, normally, when you disallow a goal for contact on the goalkeeper, it's when the goalkeeper actually has full control of the ball. So in this instance, for example, if the Juventus goalkeeper grabbed the ball, had it with 2 hands, and then Carlos goes into the back or the side or whatever part of the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper drops the ball as a result, it's therefore a foul. It's a bit similar to when 2 outfield players are out on the pitch and you, instead of making contact with the ball to try and get it from a tackle, you actually make contact with the player instead. It's a foul. It's a free kick. Same with goalkeepers basically, but instead of being with the feet, it's with the hands because goalkeepers use the hands to catch. Now, that's not what happens here though. That's not what happens here. For me, the goalkeeper's just completely misjudged where the ball's going to be, whether it's the pace of it, whether it's the actual position of it. He's basically gone flying out with his jump as much, because they're in mid-air when they make contact. He's gone flying out as much as he can to try and grab the ball. And Rogers is in the way of that. Rogers is in the way of that. Carlos is in the way of that. Now, the thing is with this is that, if anything, for me, it's a foul on the outfield player for Villa. I mean, I'm not being funny. If anything, it is. I don't think it is. I think they should just play on in this instance. I mean, referees and football's always talking about, oh, we give the advantage to the attacking team. We always give the advantage to the attacking team. We want exciting football. We want it to be exciting for the crowd. Do you really? Is that really what you want? Because that's not what is being shown here. This is an absolute 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. This is a true 50-50 for me. Both players are going for the ball. You look at their eyes, which you can do with a replay, like the VAR would have done, of course. They're both trying to go for the ball, and the goalkeeper gets it, but only just. There's no malice in here. There's no foul in here for me. There really isn't. And I feel like they've just, one caveat I will say with this is that the referees in Europe are different. They do have different regulations that govern them and different rules. The PGMOL, they set the rules in England, I believe, or maybe the FA. I don't know how it all works. It's complicated, but we've got different rules in England than what they have in UEFA, basically. And they might have different standards for what is disallowing a goal, but for me, that is not a disallowed goal. That should not be a disallowed goal. That goal should absolutely be allowed to stand. And I think it's a real shame for Aston Villa because that's another European giant that they should have really beaten at home. They beat Bayern Munich, of course, earlier on in the season at Villa Park as well. So it's a real shame for me. Very disappointing. Juventus very much getting away with one there. They went to Villa Park with a plan to park the bus, and they successfully did so in the end. But there we go, guys. So for me, that goal absolutely should have stood. I want to hear your thoughts as well, Villa fans, Juventus fans. Get in the comments, air your thoughts. Let us know what you think about this. And yeah, we'll see you soon for some more content here on thefootballchronicle.com, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you very soon.